with.
I think in some ways
part of
it's
that problem that like they had at my high school, where I talked about the poop bandit who would shit into a paper towel in between classes and write things on the wall, like that happened in a way that no one could stop. No one could stop him. He was too clever. He was too quick. I don't know how. I don't know how he always had to shit. But he always had to shit, and then he would write stuff on it. And
well, here's the thing. This is where your deduction fails you, okay? You're assuming that there was only ever one shitter.
There was a second shooter.
Yeah. This could have been a team of guys. You don't know.
Up on the grassy knoll.
No, this guy, like, I know Kyle and Woody know the story. This guy, his name was Mike.
I think I was here when you told it,
Mike was in the he was in the developmentally disabled core of the school, except he wasn't there because he was retarded. He was there because he was so badly behaved they couldn't put him anywhere else. And so he just had free run of the school because all the other teachers were dealing with retarded kids, and he would just leave and then go write things and shit on the walls. And he would write things like, ha ha ha, you'll never catch me. Or literally, I remember explicitly walking into a bathroom one year, 11th grade, and I walk in to take a piss, and I was about to take a right, and then above the urinals was written, ha ha ha, you'll never catch me in human feces. And
that's so many letters.
It's the amount of time and the amount of times he had to
add the third ha.
What I always thought was like he had to reapply.
Yeah, not just whore. He wrote the whole "I am a whore" and meant something like the reference. He wrote everything. Yeah.
What if he had a stencil that he just taped up, and then he took double hands of shit and smeared it everywhere, peeled it off, and ran away? Yeah,
I mean, someone might have caught him faster. I've said it before. I remember explicitly the morning I walked in, and I was like, "Oh, Mike," and he was walking out of the bathroom, and he goes, "Oh, Taylor, you might want to." He talked weird. He was like, "Oh, hey, Taylor, that might be a bathroom you don't want to use today, you know." And I was like, "Mike, you fucking like, you just shit all over the bathroom in our hallway again." He was actually
a secret keeper.
He knew I was cool because like I was okay with him. Like I more out of fear. Like I was like, I want to stay cool with this guy because he was also the guy that showed up early at like 3 a.m. to the school one day, and he smeared Mighty Putty into every lock. And so no one was able to get into the school that day until they removed all of the doors from the hinges. Which was very funny. Everybody was cracking up that day. Like, did you hear somebody put Mighty Putty in the locks? And we're like, yeah, it was Mike. And they're like, yeah, we all know it's Mike. Don't fucking say anything, dude. Like, it's obviously Mike. It's the same guy that's been writing things and shit on the walls. But yeah, high school, classic.
What did they do when they caught him?
They didn't catch him.
They never caught him.
No, they never
did his job. See,
in and out like a demon's whisper.
When I tried to pull that stink bomb nonsense, someone ratted me out right away. Just right away.
No, I'm not gonna fucking rat on someone. I remember once I got called into the principal's office on like a Monday morning once, and they were like, "We have good knowledge that people were drinking over the weekend at Ian's house," and I was like, "Well, that is reprehensible." And they were like, "So you weren't there?" And I was like, "No, and don't believe anyone who says I was." And they tried to get us in fucking trouble for drinking over the weekend at the school. Ended up backfiring.
I mean, you stand up to questioning as long as you can, right? And he was like, "We know you're the one with the stink bombs," and I'm like, "I don't even know what a stink bomb looks like." Was that like an experience? Are you talking about like some Wile E. Coyote thing? Like I was like, I have no idea. Stink bombs? Like, we can search your locker, and I'm like, search it. I don't have a locker, so I think that's hilarious threat.
Yeah.
Later on, he was like, "So where's your locker?" And I'm like, "I don't have a locker." He's like, "Well, you suggested you did back there." I was like, "Well, I didn't think you'd go search it." And he's like, "Well, where is it?" I know, I really don't have one. They didn't. It was a thing. So
I was fucking with you.
He's like, "We can search your car too," and I'm like, "Search it. I don't care. Let's go right now." And he's like, "All right, let's go." And he gets up. We take like 5 steps, and I'm like, "Yeah, they're in there. Let's go get them." Like once I saw that he was gonna go, it's like, just so you know, as we're walking, I'm like, "Well, yeah, they're in there. I'll get them."
Oh man!
And I had so many in there too. It wasn't like there was one.
I feel like he could have. I don't know. They can't search your car.
Bro, at school, that's some authoritarian shit. They'll steal your phones. They'll do fucking or at least I went to private school. They'll put a chastity fucking cage in you. They think you're masturbating too much at home, okay? Those motherfuckers have a lot of power over your life. They'll take all your shit.
I think I was imagining a scenario in which maybe they called my parents and told them, and like maybe my parents end up there, and then either my parents are going to be like, what I would have to count on my dad to be cool enough to be like, no, he doesn't have them, and no, you can't check. And no, I'm not going to check because I believe. Like, I need him to be that cool. And I can't. Cool. And they might accidentally get my mom instead. And you know, like I just can't count on either of them to be slick enough to like pull that move and not be like, my son's not a liar. Go look for yourself. No, no one should be able to look. It's reprehensible that they even asked. That's where we stand.
Yes. How dare you? My honor.
So I knew it would be worse if I went through that whole process, not only with him, but with my parents who would maybe getting drugged there. So I was just like, yeah, they're in there. Let's wrap this up. 2 days out of school. Yeah, let's do it. Right.